Oops. I might be lagging. Yeah, I'm lagging. Hopefully it doesn't lag too bad. What's up, everybody? Give it a few minutes, let people get the notification. If the notifications even go out, because we all know how YouTube can be. Oh. Can you hear me? I guess I could check myself, huh? Myself, huh? Yep. Okay. I don't like listening to my own voice. I think I'm rather annoying. Sometimes I wonder how you guys even tolerate me. Here, there's a lot of drama going on right now. Trying to avoid that at all costs. But it does happen every once in a while. I need a bigger table. There. Now I'm closer. Now you can see me better. So who's here? Hey, Scratch. How are you, handsome? Do you happen to know if we're supposed to get any storms tonight? I'm okay. I'm just very sore for some reason. Like every muscle in my body hurts. If you couldn't tell, I'm kind of. Had a very exciting day yesterday. Not like good exciting. For some reason, I'm just extra sore, and I don't know if it's because I'm overworking myself or if we have a storm coming in. Is the sky kind of dark over there? It's windy here, but the sky isn't dark. I mean, it's cloudy, but not like dark cloudy. Guess I could check the weather. But why would I want to do that? I just know it hits over that way usually before it hits us. So, you guys want to hear about my bad, exciting day yesterday? I could have swore it was fucking Monday. God, sucked. Started out, I had to go to work at 5 and work a 10-hour day. I don't either. I never watch the news. I just check the weather on my phone usually. But anyway, started out, was up at 4 so I could be to work by 5. Took a shower, almost fell out of the shower. I was like, yeah, this is going to be a great day. Still been getting my lightheaded spells and dizzy spells. So that's what caused it. I kind of got a little lightheaded as I was stepping out of the shower, out of the tub. And yeah, so went to work, started working. Lightheaded spells every once in a while. Was fine. We don't open our store until 9 o'clock. So I had 4 hours to get stuff done. 8 o'clock rolls around. And this lady is pounding on the window. And when I say pounding, I mean pounding, not it was a. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, read the sign. So I told her, I said, we don't open until 9. She goes, I know. I said, I can't help you right now. I'm busy. Starts pounding on the window again. I went out and I said, ma'am, if you cannot stop and wait until we open at 9 o'clock to ask me whatever you need to ask me, then I'm going to have to call somebody to come remove you because this is uncalled for. She goes, well, I said, no, ma'am, you can wait until 9 o'clock. I mean, come on, there's things we got to do before I open the store. She goes, well, then I'll call the cops because you're not helping me. I said, go right ahead, ma'am. Go right ahead. So I locked the door and I walked back in the store and she starts beating on the window again. So I call my boss. I'm like, hey, what do I do? She goes, call the cops. So I did. Called the cops. Cops show up. They asked the lady what seems to be the problem. She said, she won't answer my questions and blah, 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 blah. And he goes, ma'am, the store is closed. You can wait until they open and you can ask her anything you want to ask her. He goes, but right now she's busy trying to get the store ready for it to open. Lady went off, ended up getting arrested because she went off on the cop. Her husband's sitting there, calm down. We can wait until 9 o'clock.
I'm gonna go inside right this minute.
Okay, well, I'm live, so shush. And so cops haul her off, whatever. I open the store at 9 o'clock. Her husband comes in, asks me the question she wanted to ask me, and apologizes for his wife's behavior. Then follow the cops to the jail to go bail her out or do whatever. He came in the store to get what she came there for. And I was like, okay, whatever. So all for balloons. She wanted to make sure she could get 20 balloons. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I go, sir, I am so sorry that this all happened the way it did for 20 balloons. I go, was it worth it? He goes, hell yeah, it was. I put her in her place. So that was an okay thing. It was just driving me nuts because I was already irritable. And yeah. So what? I don't care. Move my phone over there and then move it back when you're done so you don't knock the... Sorry, my son's interrupting. So, anyway, after that, everything was going good. My cashier was late, so nothing unusual for him, but I wrote him up and he went off on me and I was like, look, you were late. I'm not going to sit here and let you be late all the time. It's not going to happen. Not on my watch. He's like, well, you're the only one that writes me up. I said, well, I'm the only one doing my damn job then. I said, because we're supposed to write you up if you're more than 20 minutes late. Okay, so I had to cashier for that half hour that he was late. So, of course, I'm going to write him up because I had things I needed to do. And I was working a 10-hour day that day. Oh, Ron, thank you for the super sticker. What is it? Oh, your angel. Thank you, thank you. But so yeah, so I had to deal with him. And I'm like, I'm working a 10-hour shift. I'm exhausted already from working 12s and 15s because yeah, for some reason my boss thinks that I need to work more than everybody else because I'm the only one that does my job. So I'm working along, everything's going good. Got called up to help with the line a couple times, which is fine. That's my job. Give my cashier his 10-minute break because he was only working 5.5 hours. So he only gets a 10-minute break. He doesn't get a half hour. He took a half hour. So I wrote him up again. And of course, he went off. And I said, look, I was like, if that's how you feel, fine. It's like, but if you don't want to do your job and you don't want to take your breaks like you're supposed to, I was like 12, 15 minutes on a 10-minute break, fine. But a half hour? No. There's the door and don't come back. Called my boss, let her know what happened. He left, called my cashier that was supposed to come in at 1:30, asked her if she would come in early. She came in early. Everything good. Okay, so 1:30 rolls around and I take my second lunch because when you work 10 hours, you have to take 2:30s. Looked at my phone. The school had called. My son was sick. He was nauseous and running a low-grade fever, but it was 100.2, which is considered low grade, but at school with COVID and all that shit, they have to send him home. So I told her, I said, I'm the only manager on duty right now. I got to get somebody to come in. I'll be there as soon as I can. She said, okay, understandable. We'll keep him in the clinic. And I said, okay. Called the manager that was supposed to come in and replace me at 3:00 and asked him if he could come in early over a voicemail because he didn't answer his phone. Text messaged him, told him the school called me. My son's sick. I need him to come in so I can go. Sitting here freaking out because he didn't answer my text, didn't answer the phone call. Called my boss, let her know what was going on. She said, well, if he doesn't show up in the next half hour, call me back. I'm like, okay. 15 minutes later, he walks in the door. I said, why did you not tell me that you were going to come in early? I was like, I'm sitting here freaking out, trying to figure out what I'm going to do to go get my son. And you're basically stressing me out for no reason. I go, part of being a manager is communication. It's like, if you can't communicate with me, then don't bother being a manager. I mean, at this point, with everything else that had happened, I was, are we back now? Sorry, little glitch. Anyway, so I told him because he didn't do recovery the night before because he's our closing manager and he's supposed to recover the store, which is clean up the store, get all the reshop, put it all back, sweep the floors, fill up the soda machines, that kind of stuff. And I told him, I was like, I talked to Sandy, my boss, and I told her that I came into a store that was totally wrecked. I was like, I'm sorry, but I'm sick of it. It's like, I'm sick of coming in and opening and have to clean the store before we open. I said, so she told me to tell you that if you can't get the store cleaned before 9:30 when you're supposed to leave, then you stay here until it's clean, and she doesn't care if it's until midnight. End of discussion. Told him everything he needed to know, thanked him for coming in early, and he kind of looked at me, and I was like, I'm just relaying messages. I was like, I'm already stressed out. I was like, I'm sorry I went off on you, but yeah. So went and picked up my son from school. Walked out the door, he was perfectly fine. No stomach ache, didn't seem like he had a fever at all. And I'm like, you've got to fucking be kidding me. It's like, you just wanted me to come home early. He goes, no, I was running a fever. I said, obviously you were running a fever, otherwise they wouldn't have called me. But still, I was like, I have a funny feeling he has GERD like I do. Because when I get a flare up, I run a fever a little bit because my body temperature is trying to fight whatever is in my system. So I think that's what his issue is. But I got to take him to the doctor and find out. We get home. I go upstairs to relax. Talking to my boss because a lady came in from a different store that had gotten shut down because the truck driver knocked the back wall out. So the city shut it down. I was talking to her about that. And all of a sudden, my son comes running upstairs. Mom, there's a fire in the house. Mom, there's a fire in the house. So, of course, I'm running down the stairs faster than I've ever ran in my entire life. Run into the kitchen. There's a fire on my counter. Nowhere near any electrical appliances, nothing. On the middle counter in my kitchen. So, grab water in a cup and dump it on it. Clean up the mess. Look at my son. I said, what the fuck? He's like, I didn't do anything, I swear. I said, oh, so the fire just started by itself. He was playing with a lighter and lit a fucking paper towel on fire. I was like, so you gonna play with a lighter anymore? Sometimes it takes something happening like that for it to scare them. So I told him, I was like, I'm fucking done, man. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. So yeah, anyway, and then I get upstairs and I fall over because, again, lightheaded spell. And then I had to go pick up Ryan. Come down the stairs, almost fall down the stairs. And the whole time I'm sitting here, I'm like, what the hell is going on with me? But I found out stress. I am under so much pressure with work and at home, taking care of everything, that is making me sick. Like, literally making me sick. So I called my doctor, told her what was going on. Got my blood test results. She was going to call me today in the morning, not yesterday, but since I called her, she gave me the results. My white cell count's back up again for the however many times. And she's afraid that I'm not going to be able to fight it off this time. The only way I'm going to be able to fight it off is if I don't stress. Anybody who knows me knows I stress about little things. The littlest things stress me out. But I'm trying really hard. You burnt your mom's house down. Well, I thought he was going to do that to me. Ooh. That is weird. That's very weird. Will you stop, please? No. Get your own drink. No. Accept no for an answer. You have juice? Well, get an empty bottle and fill it up with juice. But yeah, so something else happened, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, my car. I think my power steering pump is going out. Whatever. It was making some weird noises on the way home last night, and I opened the hood. Radiator was fine. Radiator fluid was fine, but the power steering fluid is completely empty, and there is power steering fluid all over around the thing that holds the power steering fluid. So I think that's might be what it is, but my power steering is fine. So I don't know, but I got to get power steering fluid and put it in there. But yeah, so my day went to shit yesterday.
Did you tell him what happened and what I did?
Yes, I told him what you did. A little fire starter. Anyway, today's been better. I'm just tired. We're not discussing what I was discussing before he walked in the door because he doesn't know.
What?
And I'm not going to tell him until we figure out what we're doing.
Ow. I know we're moving.
No, that's not what this is about. Something else. But that is weird, Ron. That is very weird. What was her name? If you were named after her, what was her name? You told us before. Was it?
Mommy, can I run these so my hands don't get twisted?
Whatever. Isaiah, you just go. That's what I thought. I think you told me that before, and I thought I knew, but I didn't know for sure. I need to stop letting him get away with things. I really do. But anyway. So, Ronnie Lee. That's what we used to call you. Ronnie. Hello, Always Crafting. How are you? Thank you for coming to my chat. We just hang out and chill here, talk. But I want to know what's up with you guys. Anything new? Anything exciting? Even if it's drama, you want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it with Reaper. Sorry. I'm doing good today. Today I'm okay. Got some bad news yesterday, but I'm a fighter. I'm not going to let it bother me. I'm still here. I don't think I'm going anywhere. That was my evil laugh. That was my evil laugh. Ron can tell you. Yeah, that was my evil laugh. I mentioned drama and I got 7 people in the chat. Well, that's good. That's good, Ron. I'm glad you got rid of the drama. I had somebody tell me about something that happened and it made me laugh. And I'm not bringing it up because I don't want the drama in my channel. Speaking of, I need to message him to let him know I'm live. Well, thank you, Always Crafting. I'm glad somebody likes my laugh. I think it's annoying, but it's all right. Happy Valentine's from your friendly neighborhood angel, my ass. Your video came up on the thing when I pulled up my Instagram. It does not. Your laugh is way less annoying than mine. That's for damn sure. It's kind of funny that I mentioned drama and my views go up. I say I'm not going to deal with it and it goes back down. That was a real laugh. So, Always Crafting, how did you find my channel? I'm just curious. Are you a follower of Mr. Life with Ron? Because usually that's who comes into my channel. No, I didn't see what you put on your community post, but I will go check it now. That's why people think there's drama going on. Gee, Ron, thanks. Oh, someone's in trouble. They should have kept their mouth shut. Are you trying to make me a drama channel again? I mean, I could very easily become one. I have many haters. I think drama's funny. I really do. I think drama's funny. I mean, because it's the same shit all the time that they're fighting about. I mean, I don't hate. I don't hate anybody. I dislike some people. I will admit I do dislike some people, but I don't hate. Hate is a very strong word. There's only one person in my life that I ever hated, and he's gone. Um, and I can't even hate him anymore because I had to forgive him for what he did to me because otherwise it would have just ate me up. Right, you love one another, not judge one another. You never know what somebody's really going through. And yeah, I've had my fair share of drama, trust me, even on this channel. I've talked a lot of shit. I've done live streams about going off on people. I mean, I've done it. I've been there, done that. But when is enough enough? Most of the time, my drama was true, not lies. Thank you. I this is my signature look when I come live because I always have a bandana on. And if you ever meet Tyler, it's Headband Nation. Headband Nation. He pops in here every once in a while. I haven't seen him for a while though. Right, right. Lots of drama llamas on these YouTube streets. There is. Just throw them some pop. I throw them popcorn because usually I'm eating it while I'm watching them. I mean, it's like watching a soap opera sometimes, watching channels and the drama. Well, thank you, always crafting. And you are welcome here anytime. I welcome anybody, even my haters, the ones that don't like me. I mean, there's some people out there that don't like me. And it just, I don't care. Don't, if you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. I mean, I'm still going to do me. I'm still going to be who I am. And nobody's going to change that. Popcorn is 0 Weight Watchers points if it's air popped. Air popped with no salt and butter. Because we know people like a lot of butter. I would slide you some popcorn if I had some. I don't have a microwave right now, so I can't even make my microwave popcorn. But the microwave popcorn I get is usually kettle corn because it has a sweet taste to it, but it doesn't have the salt but it's not 0 Weight Watchers points. That I do know. I, however, need to stop snacking. I need to stop snacking because I wake up in the morning and I'm swollen, but I don't know if it's because of the snacks that I eat or if it's because of my sickness. It could be both. I mean, it could very well be both. Yes, I know smoking is gross, but I've been doing it for a very long time. I do not encourage it though. I do not encourage people to start smoking ever because it is very hard to quit once you start. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that, always crafting. That sucks. That really does. I mean, and yes, I know it is a deadly habit. A deadly habit. And like I said, I don't encourage people to do it because it can cause a lot of things to go wrong with you. And it is a disgusting habit. Ooh, oh no. I am so sorry, honey. How old were you when it happened? Because that can be very traumatic. I am sorry that that happened to you. I mean, having your grandma die is one thing, but finding anybody you love that has passed, and I've been there, but for different reasons. I was the one that found my best friend who committed suicide. So yeah, it fucks you up. She was like a mom. Yeah, that makes her even closer. I mean, grandmas are special, but if they treat you more like a daughter than a granddaughter, and you see them more as a mom, it can make it even harder. But it really can fuck with your head. Sorry, I shouldn't have said fuck with your head. Mess with your head. It it does. That kind of stuff I try not to think about, but sometimes you have to. Crafting in scary movies. Well, yeah, crafting, I can see that. Most grandmas get their grandkids into crafting. But I mean, that's something, and you're doing it still. So that just shows how much your grandma meant to you, that you didn't let it stop you from doing that. But I love scary movies. Scary movies are awesome. Why can't you see like this? My boss texted me to text the manager and let him know he was closing tomorrow. Thank you for sharing that, Ron. Everybody go support Always Crafty. She seems like a very good person. a week before you graduated. Well, she was still there with you. I mean, I bet that was hard, but she was still with you. She still got to see it, I'm sure. I'm a big believer in that stuff. But that had to have been hard. You just got to remember she's always looking out for you. I'm sure she's still proud of you. You have the ticket that was hers in your phone case. Yeah, that's something you need to hold on to. It's like having a piece of her with you still. My plans for this weekend: working. That's really all I have planned. I don't ever make plans because when I make plans, they get ruined. So try. I'm sure she is always crafting. I'm sure she is. Aw, that's awesome. Chevy's a great guy. He is an awesome guy. He always thinks about others. Always. It is. That is very cool because, like, I usually keep something from everyone who meant something to me. And I have pictures and stuff like that, but that doesn't mean something as much as other things. Before, when my dad passed away, my daughter was 3, almost 4, and she missed her papa very, very much. And so I took one of his t-shirts and I made a pillow for her, and she still has it to this day, and she's 20 now. So you can always come here and vent, talk, do whatever you need to do. That's one of the reasons why I'm here, is to help people. And sometimes just talking helps. Yeah. That's what I did with my daughter, cuz she had a shirt that she always liked my dad to wear. It was a really soft material, so it was really hard to make a pillow out of it, but she loved it. And like I said, she still has it to this day. She carries it everywhere with her. One thing she will never leave behind is that pillow. It's funny though, because my dad was a smoker and she remembers that scent. And every time it stops smelling like that, she will have somebody smoke a cigarette around it so that smell comes back. Yeah, a holder that she put her perfume on. I have My my dad left me a lot of things in his will that I didn't want because my sisters wanted them, so I gave them to them. Um, but one thing I kept was his green beret from military, and I put it in a plastic case so it wouldn't get ruined. And it's at my mom's house right now because I moved from Nebraska to Florida and I couldn't take a lot of stuff with me. So I just took my clothes and stuff that I needed for my son. And so it's still sitting there. And my sister found it and was upset and wanted it. And I told her that was the one thing I wasn't giving up. And when I come back to get the rest of my stuff, it better be there. And my mom told me she would make sure that nobody took it. A real life photo of Elvis? That's awesome. That's awesome. That's probably worth a lot of fucking money too. Not saying that you should sell it. I'm just saying is because that obviously meant something to her. So you wouldn't want to get rid of it. But yeah, just saying. But it's stuff like that. Like my dad had an autograph collection from a lot of the fighter action actors like Chuck Norris and Jackie Chan and all those guys. And he had a little collage and it was in a picture frame and they all signed their pictures and he put them in there. And that was one thing I gave to my little sister. Yeah, the little stinker. When my mother passed away, we went through all her things. When we found the Bible, she had thousands of dollars in it with a note. It said, "The Lord will always give you hope and help. Just look for it." That's awesome, Ron. That's awesome. Those are words to live by. I am streaming on StreamYard. I can actually stream on YouTube, but I prefer StreamYard because you can have people come up and talk with you if you want to, or you can just sit up here by yourself. It's got cool little things you can do. If I wanted to, I could change my background. Yeah, but I would have to pay for a subscription to StreamYard to do all that, but it's worth it. I don't pay for it because I don't go live enough anymore. So it's kind of pointless to pay for something when you don't use it. And yes, amen. Those are definitely, I mean, I know a lot of my strength comes from believing. Yeah, it's not an app, it's a website. So yeah, you can get it on your phone. It says I have 3 new followers on Instagram. Work. This is why I say I always work. Even when I'm at home and not in my day off, I still work. Yeah, you go to streamyard.com and then you have to connect your YouTube channel to it, but it's something you can use before you get monetized, or however, I don't remember how it works. I think you have to have so many subscribers before you can go live on YouTube itself. You don't have to be monetized, but you have to have so many subscribers before you can go live on YouTube. But like these kind of websites make it so you can go live because you set it up to your channel, and then yeah. Thank you. The story behind this is I decorated my house for Halloween, and I got this from my store because I work at Dollar Tree. Most amazing store to ever work at, but you spend a lot of money. But I got it at Dollar Tree and I put it on my wall, and I was sitting there and I was like, you know what? This is kind of fitting. So I'm going to use it as my background. Yeah, right? Shout out to the 9. Only 2 people talking and there's 9 people in here. Don't be afraid to talk. Even if you want to start drama, go ahead. Doesn't bother me none. I know, right? Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me your time and attention. Let them. Let them. It does not bother me. Like I said, anybody wants to come in, say whatever you have to say. It's not going to bother me. Now, if you start talking about people that I care about, then of course I'm going to say something. Ron knows that. You know what I should do? I could really start a lot of drama with one phrase. Get people talking about me. Well, thank you. I'm glad I'm somebody's favorite. But one phrase I could say one thing about myself, have it whether it's true or not, and have them talking about me for weeks. Ron, rude. I'm gonna start a GoFundMe. Just because I need money. Not really, but they'll run with it. Watch. They'll run with it. So, always crafting, just a little bit of background about me. I was a nurse for 15 years. Yes, for my weight loss surgery. Ron, how did you know? That's why I wanted the money. Oh, you know me so well. Anyway, I was a nurse for 15 years. I got into an accident. One of my patients threw me across the room and it caused me severe damage to my lower back. So I had to quit being a nurse. Couldn't work for a long time. Had to give up my kids. My girls went to Idaho with family. My other son is in Kansas with his dad. And I have my youngest because his dad is a piece of shit. We're just going to say that. And so for a long time I didn't work. So I had child support build up, of course, because I couldn't work. And now I'm working again. Was not released to go back to work. Still am not supposed to be working, but I work a full-time job. I'm an assistant manager at Dollar Tree, working my butt off, and half my paychecks go to child support. Fine. I want to pay my child support. I'm one of the women who wants to pay my child support. But it causes a lot of financial strain. And so I get a lot of backlash for everything. Some people don't think I'm a nurse or was a nurse, but it's funny because they sit there and they talk about all these things that they have and things that they're doing, and they think that I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, a few years ago, I was diagnosed with myelofibrosis, which is a severe infection in your blood, and it's the disease you get before you get leukemia. I've been struggling off and on with it. That's what they told me they're worried about is back, and I might not be able to fight it anymore. So it might end up turning into full-blown leukemia, which I'm not going to give up. I'm not a quitter. I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter. But it's possibly what's causing my dizzy spells and everything because my blood just doesn't run right. I guess you could say. But of course, a lot of people don't believe me, which believe me, I don't care what anybody thinks of me. I've had my ups and downs through the battle. Working on losing weight. I've lost 150 pounds in 3 years. Used to weigh almost 400 pounds. I'm down to a little over 200. So I actually think I might even be under that now, but I don't know. And I won't. I don't give up. I did when I first found out, I thought that I was going to give up. I really did think that I was going to give up. And I had the support of a few very amazing friends who we've had our ups and downs, but they always stuck by my side and gave me strength. Ron being one of them. Ron has always, always been there for me. Brenda's always been there for me. And yeah, so I have too much to live for. Seeing my kids grow up the way they have, and I am so very proud of them. And I had them when it was the critical time of a child's life. So I know I did something right, even if they don't want to talk to me now. And yes, I have lost a lot of weight. We used to be mukbangers. I wasn't a mukbanger. I just ate on screen. Well, thank you, Always Crafting, and welcome to my friendship circle. I don't have a lot of friends. I have a very hard time trusting people, but there's been a lot of things that have happened to me in the past that if I told you, I don't want pity, so I don't normally talk about things. There's been a couple times where I've talked about things throughout my life to kind of let people know that if they've been through a similar situation and they want to come talk to me about it and get advice on how to handle it, how to get through it, whatever, then I'm here. And that's where I was taking my channel in the direction was kind of like being a non-certified counselor, I guess you could say. Just being a friend to be there for people. because that's what I like to do. I like to help people. I like to be there for people, even if they're not there for me. Even if they give me a reason to not like them, I'm still here. I mean, if they came to me, people that I don't like came to me and said, "Hey, I need somebody to talk to," of course, I would sit down and talk to them. That's just who I am. The nurse in me cannot give up on people, no matter how much I dislike them. Now, do I trust those people when they do come talk to me? Sometimes, I mean, I listen, I give them advice, peer mediator. Yeah. But my channel started because a friend of mine was being bullied by another YouTube channel. And so I originally started out as Lady Reaper, which is the name Ron gave me. And now I'm just the Reaper because I'm no lady. But I was originally brought here to defend her and the group of friends she hung out with, Ron included. And it ended up, they didn't trust me for a while. It took me a while to get into the group before everybody started like, oh, okay, she's serious. And then something happened and a switch just flipped completely and we became the best of friends. So yes, we stick together and we protect each other. The only people that can talk shit about us is the people in our circle. That's it. We can only fight with each other. But when anybody else says anything about us, it's on. They deal with all of us. Sorry. I'm a little emotional right now, so I miss everybody. I miss everybody. Like I mean, we used to talk on a daily basis, and now the only person that I really talk to is Ron. Everybody else is kind of off in their own little world. And I barely talk to Ron because I'm so busy. Yeah, we fight each other hard. I still won't forget the very first fight I got into with these guys before we became friends. Somebody got it in their head that I was lying and shit happened. And next thing I know, everybody's going live and talking shit about me. And I was like, you know what? I did a video, said my piece, and that was it. That was it. And eventually we started talking again. And yeah. Yeah. For a couple years. Yep. We woke up and all slept in Zoom. Yeah. We've all seen a lot of different things. We've been through a lot of different things with each other. And only two of us from the group have met in person. And that was the person that brought me to the group and me. Well, no, because now I guess two other people have too met in person, but one of them really isn't part of the group anymore because he's too childish and immature. Nightbot is a program that shares quotes, comments, links, stuff like that you hook up through your YouTube channel. So it'll like post whatever you want it to without you having to do it all the time. I don't even know what to call it. Yes, with your Care Bear, not your teddy bear, your Care Bear. He was all curled up with his little Care Bear, sleeping all sound. It was so cute. We have enough information about each other. We could blackmail each other if we wanted to. We really do, Ron. If you think about it, we have enough information about each other. We can blackmail each other so bad. But we wouldn't because that's how close we are. I mean, and some people are jealous of our group. And that's how drama started. That's why we remain friends out of fear. Could be. Could be. I know you're just joking, but but we even have friends who live in the UK. Well, right now it's a friend. The other one is the one that is the immature. Yeah, he's the youngest of the group. And yeah, we're not going to talk about him. And Canada. Yep. And Canada. Matter of fact, where is she? She usually comes in and puts me on her TV and makes me a movie star. Probably because I didn't message the group. Yes. We cut him off until he matures. But the things that he's done, I don't know if I'll ever forgive him for it. I don't dislike him. I still care about him. I mean, I don't want anything bad to happen to him or anything like that, but he handled things a way he shouldn't have. And instead of talking to me about it, he just acted like nothing happened. So I'm always smiling. Even if I'm in a bad mood, I'm usually smiling. Sometimes it's evil. Sometimes it's an evil smile, but I'm usually smiling. I like to show my dimples that are finally coming out because I'm losing weight. Yep, the evilness in me. Everybody has an evil side. I don't care what they say. You can be the nicest person in the world and still have an evil side. Yep. I never understood the saying evil spelled backwards is love, but I mean, life is love. So I guess it makes sense in a way. But yeah, I mean, I try not to be evil. I don't like being evil, but if I have to be evil, I will be. There's a couple people that I really want to be evil with, but I refrain from being evil because it's not worth it. Matter of fact, I was gonna name my life something and see if it attracted some drama, but I was like, nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. because he hasn't mentioned me in a long time, and I want to keep it that way. Almost too perfect, huh? I can tell you one thing, and I think Ron has seen it. I don't know. He might not have. But if I get super pissed and super protective over something, like my eyes will get a red glint to them. And yeah, I mean, the evil comes out when that happens. I don't know if Ron's ever seen it. I can't remember if he has or not. And when I was born, I was taken out with forceps, and I get my horns because I get the red lines where the forceps pulled me out on my forehead. It's hard to see when I have this on, but if I don't have this on, if I get pissed off, and you'll see them. You are not all angel. Quit lying to everybody. I was really hoping to get my income taxes before my vacation. So I'm taking my vacation in March. I'm not sure which week yet, but I get a week's vacation, and I was going to take my week's vacation and rent a car and go see some people in the area. Because my wifey lives a couple hours away from me. My car would probably make it there, but from there, it wouldn't make it to the other places I want to go. And I'm not too far from a certain somebody. It's only like an 8-hour trip. Isn't that in West Virginia? Or is that in Ohio? I don't know. Where is that, Ron? Or is that South Carolina? I don't know where it's at. Tennessee. That isn't too far away. I'm only a few hours away from Tennessee. I just got to drive across the state and I'm there. My birthday was last week. What day? Going to Dollywood? That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. You just want to rub your face in her tits. Just to feel not gay for a while. I'm joking. I'm joking. That would be cool if you met her. That would be awesome. That would be totally fucking awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. The third. That's when I was due. That that's the same day as my ex's stepdad's birthday too. Yes, I remember birthdays. March 25th is right around the corner. Should celebrate somebody's 41st birthday on the 25th of March. Do a live. That would be one live that person didn't show up. 39 my ass. And I'm 20. I went backwards. So I'm 19 now. You'll be 30. That's an awesome birthday. I didn't get to celebrate my 30th birthday because I was pregnant. So enjoy it if you can. I love how he said he'll be 39 and said hashtag lies because he's lying. Your teeth are only 37, so that's what you go by. Oh, Lord. You accidentally hit the caps locks. Oh, love it. Love it. Love it. Hey, I'm still the oldest in the group, so it's all good. Either way, you could say whatever age you are, I'm still the oldest. A couple years ago, it was interesting though. I got arrested on my birthday. It was before I started working, so I was arrested for unpaid child support. That's because he's had gray hair for a long time, ever since that accident. So, yeah, he does look the oldest. I definitely don't look like I'm 41. Uh-oh. I just got a notification the S&P 500 is down 1.32%. I don't know why I get these stupid messages on my computer. Stuff I don't pay attention to. I do know what it is, but I don't pay attention to it because I don't have any stock. So I was actually thinking about getting some stock in Dollar Tree. I'm getting hungry. I'm going to eat some cotton candy. Some cherry berry cotton candy. Nope, I'm 41. But thank you. Nope. They aren't. Nobody's typed in there for a while. Probably the last thing I need to be eating right now, but It was only 50 cents. That's up to you. Well, thank you. I feel younger sometimes. Sometimes I feel older. Depends on my pain. But it helps that I never wear makeup and all that stuff. I don't do anything that would cause my skin to deteriorate. I'm actually surprised because I'm a smoker that I don't look older. Probably because I'm not a drinker anymore. Used to be when I was younger. Got back into it for a little while, but then caused chaos. Like and share or beware. Whatever, Ron. You don't look old. Temps plummet. What? It's 70 degrees outside right now. And it's supposed to rain, I guess. So temps will probably go back down. Whatever, Ron. Moved you to senior category. We're not quite there yet. I am, however, getting more gray hair. Time to dye my hair. I'm trying to decide if I should go back to blue or not. I was seriously considering it. That's a lot of work. I couldn't picture you with black hair. I really couldn't. I mean, the orange was bad enough. You do. Ron tried to be a ginger and it turned out orange. I went from bright fire engine red to black to blue. Thought my hair was going to turn purple when I dyed it blue because I still had some red in it. But it didn't. It turned out to be a really pretty blue. It made it look like it was almost natural. I know. That's kind of why I wanted to go red. Even though I lost the challenge and had to dye my hair red, I didn't particularly hate it. It was nice to meet you too. Um, Thank you for coming in and hanging out with us. Always a pleasure to meet new people. You're welcome anytime. I go live maybe once every couple weeks, sometimes once a week. I've been trying to go once a week, but it doesn't always happen that way because sometimes I'm too tired. But thank you for being here. My Instagram link is in my description if you want to reach out to me that way. Or if you're on Ron's Instagram, you can find me there. Excuse me. But have a wonderful day, rest of your day. Four people, nobody talking. Who else is in here? Don't be shy. Well, I appreciate that. So I will see you on the next one then. Make sure you have the notifications on. Otherwise, you don't get notifications. Some people have the notifications on and still don't get notifications. I still don't understand why people have to be shy. Speak, people, speak. Always, always, always crafting. Always. You can always vent. This is where you come. Have a good day again. Hey, I'm having issues with my power steering. You want to come fix mine? Why don't you just rip the whole thing out and put a new one in? Probably be easier than getting so frustrated about it. Yeah, I thought I had a flat tire last night. And I was sitting there and I was like, what is that noise? Looked at my tire was fine. Turned the wheel and seen some black stuff running down my shock. And so I opened my hood and there's like power steering fluid all over on the side of my engine. I was like, great. You found the broken wire and soldered it. Oh, fun things. I'm hoping it's just the power steering fluid and it's not something else. But my engine isn't making funny noises. It's the Like, it only happens when I go over, I'd say 25 miles an hour. I start hearing a noise, and I thought it, like I said, I thought it was something on my tire, but it wasn't. It's like a clicking noise. Burns, cuts, lots of swearing. I bet. I bet. Knowing you, there was a lot of swearing. I gotta find the leak in mine, though. See if it's fixable. But I gotta put more power steering fluid in first before I can figure that out. Probably get some tomorrow when I go to work, because I didn't know we sold it, and we do. We sell power steering fluid, brake fluid, and gas treatments. And something else, but I can't remember what it was. But I'm trying to figure out what to make for dinner tonight. Any suggestions? I finally got pots and pans so I can make dinner. I had some, but now I have a boiling pot that I can use to make noodles. I know ramen is always your backup. Actually, you know what I wanted to make? And I can't because eggs are too damn expensive. Wanted to make ramen with eggs, but I can't because I'm not paying freaking $9 for a dozen of eggs. I need to get a chicken, have them lay my own eggs. It's 19 points. I know, I love it so much. I got hooked too. She hooked us all. Even Brenda eats it. Yeah, I wanted to make my own cake, and it was cheaper to buy a cake mix and add just water and oil than it was to freaking buy eggs and make my own. I was pissed. So I ended up buying a Oreo cake. Tasted just like an Oreo too. Like those stuffed Oreos. It was fucking delicious. I don't like sweets too much, but that was good. I know. That's why I'm saying. I even went there to see if they were cheaper, and nope. The cheapest place to get eggs is Walmart. And I don't like going to Walmart. Fucking zoo there. And that's still $5 a dozen. a lot of prices of everything have gone up. Like I said, I wanted a steak for my birthday, but I was looking at the ads and a T-bone steak on sale is $9.99 a pound. I mean, seriously? Damn scam likelies. That was on sale. Remember when I could get it on sale for $6.90 for $5.99 a pound? Now it's twice that much. But I ended up buying manager specials and got them for pretty cheap. I know the party packs of chips. You used to be able to get what 48 in a thing for like $5, and now it's like 15. And the bags are smaller. I mean, I work at Dollar Tree. One of the areas that I always stock is food because anybody touches my food aisle and it goes to shit. Like they just put anything everywhere. And I like to keep things organized. You guys know that. And we didn't get some stuff for a long time, like our rice, our bags of rice and beans. And we got them again and they're smaller. I was like, our prices went up and the product's getting smaller. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? It's craziness. Craziness. Now, the Texas toast, I can still get here. They still have the 8-packs. But the thing is, when you open it, you know how big they used to be? Like, they used to be this big. Now they're like this big. Like, the loaf shrank. I'm like, seriously? Your eggs aren't too bad for price? Well, yeah, because you're in Canada. Yep. Same with McCormick. Because I like the McCormick seasonings, especially the Caribbean jerk or Caribbean jerk, however you want to pronounce it. And it was a 10-ounce, and now it's 8 ounces. And I mean, you're paying what, $2 more? It's like I should have stocked up on a bunch of shit before prices went up. A lot of the reason why, especially the egg prices have went up, is because of all like the bird flus and all of that going around. Because for the longest time, we couldn't get eggs because all the birds were sick. See, we still have the 12 packs. We still have the 12 packs. But I like to get the 6 packs of bottles because they're cheaper, like these. But most of the time they have them on sale. Like right now, they have them on sale for 6 packs for $12, which $3 a 6-pack isn't bad. But they used to be $2 for a 6-pack. But the bottle size, they're the 16.9, and they've always been the 16.9. But they used to have 12 packs of the 8-ounce bottles, and they don't anymore. They only have 8 packs now. And our 12 packs are $8 a 12 pack. Pizzas, frozen pizzas. Oh my God, frozen pizzas. You used to be able to get a Red Baron frozen pizza, the large pizza, for $2.50. Now you go in the store, it's like $8 for one of them. DiGiorno's used to be like what, $5? Now they're like 12. And I'm like, can't even eat a frozen pizza. It's cheaper to go to my store, buy the crust, the sauce, and the toppings than it is to buy a frozen pizza. It's like, seriously? Come on. I know they went back to the regular size candy bars instead of the king size candy bars. And then they're $2.19? They're $1.25 at our store. But yeah. And the 5 packs, you know how you can get 5 packs of gum, like the Juicy Fruit Big Red. They aren't making those anymore. Pretty soon, a pack of gum, 1 pack is going to be at least $1. And that's 5 sticks. I mean, I remember when we could get those for a nickel. That shows how old I am. But yeah, the prices of shit is just crazy. And I'm not afraid to admit I get state assistance, of course, but even because the price of food is going up and our benefits are going down. And yeah, it sucks, but it is what it is. Got to deal with it and budget better. Talking to your mechanic friend. Well, hopefully he can help you figure out the problem and help you fix it, maybe. Yeah, the expiration. Okay, we get cake mixes on a regular basis usually, and last week, or the week before, I think it was last week, we got 7 cases of Duncan Hines white cake mix, and they expire next month, and I'm like, usually they last a year. Now it's, and the canned goods too, because they're not processing them the way they used to. Our canned goods are still a year away. It used to be 2 years for canned goods, but now it's down to like anywhere between 9 months and a year. Yep. People are going to have to start planting gardens and doing it the old fashioned way again. I was actually considering doing that. Trying to find a house with a good yard and making a garden and selling the vegetables. Because I can can things and everything. I know how to do all that. Probably make more money doing that than I would working at Dollar Tree. Especially with the price of everything. And when you can your own vegetables, if you do it right, they last a couple years. Yep. Yep. Time to move to the mountains. Time to move to the mountains and rough it. Hunt and garden. This spot is really bothering me. Or out to the country and get some acreage and farm. I was actually seriously considering that, trying to find a house out, or even a manufactured home trailer, and moving out to the country and putting it on a couple acres of land and getting a dairy cow and a couple chickens and planting a garden and hunt my own food and get my own milk and have my own eggs and all my vegetables. I used to have a cabin. My dad had a cabin and he left it to me in his will, but I had to sell it. I ended up selling it to a family that needed a home. And then, of course, my ex caused me to lose all that money. So I'm back to being poor white trash. I didn't sell it for that much, though. I sold it for enough, but paid off my student loans and bought myself a trailer and a car. I lost it all because of him. Yeah, that would actually be good. I mean, it's the way it's going to be. Everybody's going to go back to the way it was before technology and everything ruined everything. People got greedy. I don't even need a camper. Give me a tent and an open fire. And of course, it would have to be by a stream so I could take a bath. Because I don't want to rough it that much. My thoughts on the UFO, I don't know. If there's UFOs out there, there's UFOs out there. If there's not, then oh well. You have a cot tent? That does sound comfy. I would have to have an air mattress. I don't think I'd be able to rough it that much. I'd have to have something to lay on that would be comfortable instead of the ground. I mean, I see videos on UFOs and stuff like that on different places, but you've always been paranoid, Ron. A tent on a cot with an air mattress. Yeah, that would work for me. Ron jog. Oh, that's funny, Vince. Now you look funny running. Since when do you run? That's why I laughed when Vince even said jog. Hobble? Oh, for a second I thought that said wobble. Right? Never even in high school. My coach said run. I said, no. I was told to run the mile. I was part of our um what's it called? Testing. I mean, to test our endurance or whatever. And I walked it. It took me freaking almost a half hour and I walked it. I was like, there's no way I'm running. And then I got athletic and started doing everything and actually started running and ran it in 12 minutes. But I had to because I wanted to play football. And then I started lifting weights. Should have never stopped. Would probably be a lot stronger than I am today. Right? But running is supposed to build your endurance so you last longer on the mat. Right? Ready, Ron? There's my PayPal link. Feel free to donate to my cause. That's because you did it before. Did you do before and after? While you were in the shower. I bet. You're not joking. You are not joking. Trying to rub up all on them. I have a can't even talk. A cystual sac, which is a lump with the sac in it that won't go. The lump won't go away unless you pull the sac out. And gotten part of the sac out, but the rest of it, and it's irritating me. And I don't want to go see a dermatologist to get it removed because that'll be a lot of pain that I don't need to put myself through. Rather do it myself. You trying to turn this conversation pervy, Ron? I don't think you want me to go there. It's actually hot in here. I'm sweating. Do you, DK? Do you? No, don't show us. I don't want to see it. Ron might want to, but I don't. You're gone, huh, Vince? Why? Because you're stuck in the chat with Ron? Oh, lost the feeling in my hand. I don't even know why. I might need to charge. Might need to charge my stimulator. Unless somebody wants to come stimulate me. No, I'm joking. Or am I? Yeah, Ron, I bet you do. I don't even know why it's numb. Like I can feel my pinky a little bit, but the rest of my hand is like dead. And it's swollen because I can't get my rings off. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. After some twisting. Son of a bitch. I have to soak my hand in ice water. The stranger. Yeah, don't tell his secrets. My hand is swollen. Both of them are. Uh-oh. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. Maybe I should try it. Maybe it would feel like somebody else is playing with me. Just sworn to secret. I had a guy that I was with tell me he didn't want me to touch his butt. And I was like, "Aw, been to jail too much. Now you don't want your butt touched?" Unless it's by a guy. I sure know how to pick them. I like my bad boys. You like a good old rusty trombone. Oh, Lord, where is this conversation going to? It's a secret marriage oath to not tell about the butt stuff. Some guys do like it. I actually thought it was strange when I was younger and a guy told me to put my thumb in his butt. I was like, what? Then, of course, it turned me into a freak. I need to find me a freak. Oh, Ron. Oh, I'm gonna turn you gay, huh? I need a massage. Anybody want to offer me a massage? I'll return the favor. I wouldn't mention if you touched me ever. If you don't see it, it didn't happen. Yep. I'll just close my eyes and imagine you're somebody else. So you can feel good with no guilt. My ear itches. I don't have anything to itch it with. I don't think my key's gonna work. No, it didn't work. I wouldn't do that to Chevy. Shit, what am I talking about? I wouldn't do that at all. Not with you, anyway. That would just be too weird. My ice machine's working. He doesn't care because he won't have to do it. Oh boy. Wow, those 2 hours went by fast. I do need to figure out what I'm going to do for dinner, though. Isaiah's no help because he never tells me what he wants. I just brush my teeth. Come whiten them. Oh boy. Doesn't he know that stuff's good for your teeth? It's like mouthwash. Can even gargle it. Oh, I need to stop. Disclaimer, this is definitely for 18 and older. Yep, protein gargle. Strengthens your teeth. Oh, shit. Give you a strong bone. Oh, boy. No, it gives the other person a strong bone. Extra vitamin D. Oh. Yeah, once Ron gets going, he gets on a roll. If you haven't figured that out yet. Mm-hmm. Angel my ass. Like I said before, if you're an angel, then I'm either God or the real Reaper. 4 people and 2 people talking. Hello, lurkers. Hello, lurkers. Say hello. Don't be shy. Oh, I lost one. I know, usually mine brings us all together, but they're not here. This lump on my eye started bleeding the other day. Now it's bleeding again. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if one person comes in here and just lurks. Uh-oh, air ambulance at hospital? Real bad accident. What that usually means. Hospital's a 15-minute walk. So what, a mile? I live pretty close to the airport that when the president comes to the state flies into. And where I work, it's right across the street. So the planes fly over our work and we hear them all the time. And there was one time, there was like 5 Air Force One planes that flew over. I was like, I wonder which one he's in. Because, of course, they send fake planes out there, so they don't know which one the actual president's in. But there's a hospital right down the street. And every time I hear a helicopter, I'm like, oh, life flight. But no, sometimes it's the Air Force flying planes. Yeah. No, what really sucks is the hospital that I was born in, and there's not too many times you see this. The hospital I was born in was right across the street from a cemetery. I was like, go from the hospital to the cemetery in less than 2 minutes. And I mean right across. Like if you looked out the window, you on that side of the building, you could see the cemetery. Just the sight that I want to see when I'm in the hospital. Uh-oh. I think my son's back. I hear kids talking outside. But I gotta go figure out what I'm doing for dinner and clean my kitchen. And probably start a load of laundry so I have clean clothes for tomorrow. I think all my work shirts are dirty. Oh, wait, no, I still have a few. But yeah. So, thank you everybody for hanging out today. I appreciate it. I will try to go live next week sometime. I don't know if I'll be able to because my boss is going on vacation. So I'm her next week, even though I'm her all the time. So yeah. But thank you again. Love you all. And see you on the next one. Bye.